Hey folks, how we doing? So today is 24 February. I got just past 9 o'clock in the morning here in Las Vegas. It's a beautiful day, and I'm just, working a little. Got to get some maintenance done to my car. So these are one of the subjects or whatever that's very, very difficult to talk about. But I guess it's my duty, I guess as a, a divine example or whatever to talk about it. And I don't know, we all have work we have to do here. So I want to talk about these incidents with these three gentlemen here. Dr. Ravi Zacharias, Carl Lentz, and Jerry Falwell Jr. Okay, just a little info about these guys. Zacharias, Ravi, that is, he was a renowned Christian apologist. Okay, head of Ravi Ministries. Let's see here. Carl Lentz was one of the co-founders of Hillside Baptist, and also Jerry Falwell Jr. was the president of the Liberty University. Actually, I went to Liberty University when I had a spiritual call, got my master's degree in Christian studies and history. Okay, and so there's a big issue about immoral behavior. And this thing has been brought to the forefront and has been beat down like a dead horse for the last 3 or 4 months. So I've got to a point where I've heard enough. And I like to say this. Yes, I'm not going to make any excuses. If you're wrong, you're wrong, okay? I think immoral behavior is one of the things that, I guess, if you were going to be a Christian or whatever, or Israelite or, Jewish, that it's going to be one of the things that's going to be accounted for, if you decide that you want to go that route. There was a lot of allegations with Dr. Zacharias, and I was shocked to hear this about this man. I guess about some inappropriate relationships, something about, I guess he had a massage parlor and he was, pleasing himself in front of some of the employees or whatever, and also I guess he had some affairs with women. It just seemed like it was unlikely that this guy would do this type of stuff. Okay, maybe the way that he did it. Okay, I mean, I'm not surprised that preachers have more than one woman. Okay, many of them do. All right, so Carl Lentz, he's had. Sorry about the light, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. He, I guess, had an affair with a lady for like 3 years, and I guess she didn't know or whatever. Okay, that he was married. Okay, for all that long they were dating. Okay, she never knew. Okay, and I just think there's more to the story than what it is. Some unanswered questions or whatever. All right, I've known people that's gotten to that situation. I've been in that situation. All right, before when I was younger. Okay. And also Dr. Jerry Falwell. Okay, it's to my understanding, through some connections or whatever, that I guess he must have had women too, but him and his wife, I guess, were quote unquote swingers, and he got caught, I guess, at a yacht party, something like that, had his arm around another woman with his, I guess, his zipper down. I mean, it's really not funny, okay, but I don't know, man, but people say that you shouldn't put these guys on the pedestal, but I just think a little bit deeper. All right, what if you are just in that position because you had a family member in that position and it's not for you? Okay, I think that happened with President Falwell. Okay, he was never probably not fit for the job in the first place. Okay, and these other guys or whatever, all right, maybe it was either they lived a lifestyle, but we don't know. And these are allegations. okay, that you may have came a certain way, and I don't know, you just fell astray or whatever. Okay, people do get complacent. In relationships, people do fall out of love. Okay, we don't know. Okay, there's a lot of variables to this. If it did happen, okay. But I think it's one of the things that you have to check yourself. You got to come in terms with yourself. And I think that if you're going to be a spiritual leader, you do need to look at the Great Commission of why you was commissioned to do that journey in the first place. And I think that message gets lost in translation. Okay. Some people, they get it and they may fix it right away. Some people may have to, I don't know, get poked a few times. Some then, before they realize it, some people have to fall. Okay, some people, they end up falling because they got their lights turned out. Okay, snot box rocked, or got their TV turned off. In the wrong place at the wrong time. Okay, or something comes out and the media gets a hold of it. I'm not, I don't want to try to beat a dead horse in these guys or whatever, okay, because they have done great work. They're very talented. Yes, it is wrong, and I think that it does give insight for younger people coming up, all right? A lot of you guys, all right, that if you're into that stuff, you're just lucky you just didn't get caught, okay? The Most High did not, bring you out. But he'll use whatever or whomever to come after you, okay? And yes, they are coming after, they are on the lookout for these, any leader or whatever, be it spiritual, political, sports figures or celebrities, okay? Because you are held to a higher standard, especially if you're a divine leader, okay? And it's just not just Christianity. We're having these problems in all religion or whatever, okay? But this is nothing new. Okay, they try to bring all this stuff like this is something new, I guess, with this, Me Too movement and the information age and stuff like that. I mean, these things have been going on since the biblical, since the beginning of the time. Okay, Moses, Abraham, Samson, David, Solomon. Okay, but what happened was, I guess they got to where they put this stuff on a pedestal. And again, I'm not saying that it's the right thing to do. And they got caught. And just like these guys or whatever that I'm telling you about, okay, like, all right, with the subject or whatever, the gentleman currently, it wasn't the woman's fault, it was their fault. Okay? But in the end of the day, I think it gives all of us insight into what we need to do better. And I think that, we're probably, many of us are struggling in some kind of way, whether you eat pork or you smoking weed or whatever, all right? And hopefully if you do smoke weed or whatever, that is maybe is medicinal and so forth, okay? And that type of lifestyle needs to be handled with great discretion, okay? Again, I know that people fall out of love, and just like any other couple or whatever, that you may have like Christian leaders, they may want to, I don't know, what if their wife or their husband or whatever is sick, and maybe they say, for instance, they couldn't perform. I'm just using that for an example, okay? Some do get creative in the bed or, in their sex life, or, and you may have some that maybe want to be swingers and all that, all right? I don't know. But that type of stuff, again, needs to be way, way under the radar. It does say, even if you want to live that lifestyle, whether you are a spiritual leader or not, to handle things with decency and order. Okay? Here in Nevada, that type of lifestyle is legal. They got brothels. They got, these swinger houses and all that stuff. And they probably do it in other areas. But that don't mean necessarily you have to go. they've had this stuff since the beginning of the time. Prostitutes, brothels, okay? And I guess that stuff is used to satiate people like maybe kings or military veterans and, you know, journeymen and that type of stuff, okay? So, and it is easy to talk about your needs, but when your needs are not met, then your integrity will be compromised, okay? Again, I think that what we need for these guys, well, you can't, you know, so Ravi Zach is already dead and so forth, is, again, prayer, encouragement, all right? And I don't know, some of you guys are probably my age or whatever, I'm almost 50, are probably not going to change, okay? But to use better discernment or be way under the radar or be very, very much more responsible, because there's always somebody watching, trust me. Probably guys like Ravi Zacharias say you could be 80 or 90 years old, you know, you're still gonna probably, you know, have that wandering eye, you know, with women or whatever. Okay, and this is just, to me, I don't want to compare, but some have women, I mean men, children, all right, was totally against the biblical laws, you know, according to Leviticus 18 and 20, okay? Not even brought up at all. Children, okay, that are being molested by preachers, not even brought up at all. That's the thing that disturbs me or whatever. And maybe because there's a guy that likes, you know, maybe more than one woman, whether he's honest about it or not, okay, that this guy, you know, is getting brought to the forefront, because really it's about destroying male hegemony. Okay, so let me let you know something, guys. I'm not saying that this is the right thing to do with any immoral behavior, but you know, we need to pray for ourselves and police for ourselves, and I think the Most High does give us a way out. You know, and like I say though, you know, I have minuscule, you know, issues or whatever. We all have, you know, issues of some type, some sort, where we have to be better, okay? We just have to be better people, better leaders. And this is just what this story is all about. It's just about a learning tool, okay? I want to figure out a way to balance this out, and I'm going to talk about that in part 2 of this video here, because I got to do a lift ride. But if you like this video, feel free to subscribe, share, leave your comments, and check out some of my other videos. Okay, this is going to the second part is going to be basically the way to try to balance this out, because I want to figure out something good to say about these guys, and I do believe the good is going to overcome the bad. All right, till next time, stay tuned for the next video.